I'm not trying to change my whole life, but I've just been quietly raising my standards. And I have to say, it is honestly changing everything. These are the sexy little swaps that are quietly upgrading my closet, my sleep, my skin, my energy, really everything. Hello, gorgeous girl. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Tracy. I'm 51 years old. I'm a lover of all things fitness, wellness, beauty, lifestyle, hormonal health, fashion, all of the good stuff. So if those are things that you are interested in too, welcome home. You are in the right place. Make sure to tap on that subscribe button. Everyone click on that little bell so you always know when I have a brand new video that goes live. So today is a video that we actually talked about kind of a while back on my channel. And a lot of you said, yes, I want a sexy swaps video. But now that we're here in 2026, I have to say this year for me, one of the themes has just been up-leveling really all areas of my life. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. So what is a sexy swap? Well, honestly, it's just a name that I made up. So use it if you like it. If you don't, call it something else. But it's really just kind of switching something out that might be a little bit of lesser quality into a higher vibe, a better upgrade. So it's not about spending necessarily more money, but it's about that feeling that it gives you of kind of just like having your life together. But first, we're gonna start off by talking about food, because this is where actually this kind of idea really initiated, was talking about sexy swaps when it comes to nutrition. Now, for over a decade, I've had a weight loss course called Your Hottest Body Ever. And inside of that course, we would talk about little sexy swaps that you can make instead of like the lower quality food choice. So let me give you a perfect example, because the other day while I was enjoying a little chocolatey treat. I can't even remember the brand and I'll leave it here. But it was just like a little hazelnut, I believe, kind of like a peanut butter cup, but with hazelnut butter. And it was with dark chocolate and it was so rich. And it was such delicious dark chocolate that I was like, this is such a great, sexy swap. Now, I don't know about you, but if you haven't had a Reese's peanut butter cup in a long time, they taste really off-putting now. You know, my daughter sometimes will go to a party and maybe there's like a piñata or something and there'll be like a peanut butter cup. Those were my favorites growing up. But when I taste them now, I'm like, they change the formulation. It's like you can really just taste the chemical. Whereas these hazelnut butter cups, and it can be peanut butter, it could be almond butter, it could be like whatever you want. These just happen to be that. Because it's made with cleaner ingredients, it's really rich, dark chocolate. There's no creepy chemicals in there. And, you know, honestly, they only have 3 grams of sugar, which I love, having a sweet treat that's not going to kill my blood sugar. That is what we call a sexy swap. Now, I am 51 years old, and in the late 80s and early 90s, we were all about fat-free everything. So I used to eat, and I can't even believe it, fat-free cheese. You can even pay me to eat fat-free cheese now. But a sexier swap would be a full fat cheese, but one that really makes you pause while you're eating it. You close your eyes, you savor it. For me, that would be like a beautiful piece of like aged manchego, or maybe like a truffled cheese. You know, it's even better when you're eating it like at an aperitivo in Italy, but I digress. My point is, that is a sexy swap. If you are going to eat it and if you are going to indulge in something, you want it to be the highest quality possible so that the quality of the ingredients is better. You're not going to be eating it ravenously like a crazy person, and you're going to savor it. There's going to be an element of pleasure. That is what we're talking about with a sexy swap when it comes to food and nutrition. As someone who used to be a huge emotional eater all through my teens and my 20s, now I'm so happy that I've really healed that relationship with my body, and that's really by implementing these sexy swaps. I know that I can really eat anything, but it has to be high quality. I have to enjoy it, and I have to, and this is a big one, be present while I'm eating it. That means no phones, no, mindlessly throwing things in my mouth while I'm watching TV, and really enjoying it. Now, am I perfect with that? No, of course not. Absolutely not. But it really helped me so that I'm no longer like sheepishly eating something or putting judgment on food. Does this all make sense? So let me know in the comments below. So I want you to start kind of doing like an edit with your food and nutrition. What is a sexy swap that you can do so that you upgrade, get higher nutrition or more pleasure in it. Maybe instead of eating a giant bowl of pasta that like maybe you would get like Olive Garden, it's more like a boutique restaurant where it's a smaller serving and you're really savoring it and enjoying it. That's the key quality of a sexy swap when it comes to food and nutrition. Okay, so let's get into energy and our nervous system, because this is an area where I really think we could all use some sexy swapping. One of the biggest flexes that I think any of us can have right now is having a regulated nervous system. You know, think about it. These days, there's so much coming at us literally all the time that it's really easy to constantly feel like you're on edge, or that you have to be available to everyone and everything all the time, which if you're anything like me, it sometimes just makes me feel this like low grade anxiety. So a few things that I have made sexy swaps in to help to regulate my nervous system are the following. Now, back in the days when I was a Pilates instructor, I used to drink a venti Starbucks on an empty stomach. Please do not do that, okay? Even if you love intermittent fasting, please don't do the coffee on the empty stomach. So I do love caffeine from time to time, but I really also, more than anything, I love the fact that I don't need caffeine anymore. I'm no longer the kind of woman who wakes up in the morning and thinks of coffee before even thinking of my child. So I swapped out that venti Starbucks on an empty stomach for actually eating breakfast, which if you're not an intermittent faster, and I absolutely am not, eating a nice protein-rich breakfast is fantastic, having some food in your stomach. And then at some point during the day, if I want a little bit of a boost, I will have one matcha a day or none. And that for me was such a huge change. I made this change now, I know exactly when I did it. 11 and a half years ago, it was when I was planning my wedding. And I was like, you know, I have a lot on my plate right now. Probably drinking this much coffee is affecting my sleep, it's affecting my stress, it's affecting my nervous system. So I just stopped, and I have to tell you, I just haven't looked back. What I did then is I kind of just started making my coffee weaker and weaker and weaker, and then I moved to decaf. But now I'm at the point where I don't drink coffee in the morning. I've talked about this a lot. I drink MTE, which is more than energy. It's a saffron-based drink, and it does have caffeine in it, but it has paraxanthine, which is the best part of caffeine. It gives you that mental clarity, that focus, a little bit of energy, but it doesn't make me feel crazy and shaky, which I love. So if you're interested in MTE, I'll leave that link down below in the description box. And an even better way to get a boost is doing what I like to think of as like a micro movement break. So, you know, especially, you know, that 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock time of the day where you're just like starting to drag a little bit. I totally know what that feels like. That happens to me too. So instead, I'll do like 10 jumping jacks, or even better, my new thing that I love doing is I'll hop on my vibration plate. It's like better than a cup of coffee. It gives me energy and it makes me feel calm at the same time. But that's also, it really makes sense because it's boosting your circulation through your entire body. And it's weird because you know how like energetically, I don't know if this happens to you, tell me if I'm crazy. It's like I will have energy habit. Like at this time of day, oh, I'm tired at this time of day. But I've noticed with regular use of my vibration plate, that doesn't happen as much. And I'm actually able to have balanced, sustained energy throughout the day. So that is a huge, huge flex. Like I said before, a regulated nervous system and having balanced energy, isn't that what we all want? And in my opinion, one of the most underrated sexy swaps that you can make is your mattress. Now, I'm not talking dirty to you, a wink, wink, but I mean actually the mattress that you are sleeping on. Because if you're not sleeping well, especially now if you're in perimenopause or if you're in menopause and you're sleeping on a crappy mattress, it is going to show in your face, you're going to feel it in your body, and you're definitely going to feel it in your energy levels. You're going to wake up puffy, achy, overheated, and exhausted, and then you got to chase that because you're trying to get that energy with caffeine all day, and it's such a vicious cycle. So I'm really excited because the sponsor of today's video is Stearns & Foster, specifically their Reserve mattress. And this is one of the best quiet upgrades that you can make in your life because your sleep affects absolutely everything. The Stearns & Foster Reserve mattress is handcrafted. It is not just foam in a box. There is real craftsmanship here. Fun fact, when I first started dating my husband and we were serious with each other, his mattress was also a Stearns & Foster Reserve mattress. What makes the Reserve so special is that it combines their proprietary IntelliCoil HD system with memory foam. So you kind of get that slightly responsive feeling from coils, but you also get that softness and that adaptability from foam, which means your hips, your knees, your back, your spine, your shoulders, all those things that start quietly talking to us when we're in our 40s and 50s, they feel supported too. One of the things that we really like is that the coils actually adapt to your body. So for example, if you and your partner are different sizes, which we are, of course, or you have different sleep styles, you're not like fighting over the mattress. It's supportive without feeling hard, and it's comfortable without feeling like you're sinking. Oh, and let's talk about cooling, because at this point in our life, that matters. The Reserve has cooling fibers in the cover, ventilated coils, and an air vent system that allows heat to move through the mattress instead of getting trapped. And it also has reinforced edge support. I know that might seem like such a small detail, but it's not. It really just means that you're getting more usable sleep space on the whole mattress. And for me, this is the kind of upgrade that really fits into this time of our life, right? We've worked hard, we've built our lives, we take care of our bodies, we invest in good quality skincare, we want to upgrade our clothes. Why not invest in the one place where we spend a third of our lives? Your mattress. So if you want to check out the Stearns & Foster Reserve, if you're really in a place where you want to upgrade your mattress, your sleep, and really all areas of your life, you definitely want to check it out. I'll leave all their information down below in the description box. If you don't know where the description box is, right underneath my head here, you'll see the title of today's video. You'll see the word more. You can tap on that, and if you're on mobile, you'll probably have to tap on it again. It'll be right there. And for those of you watching me here on TV, here's a QR code for you to scan for ease of shopping. Okay, let's get into clothes, because I am a fashion girly, and I have seen from the comments and from what you guys are all actually enjoying on my channel that you are too. So let's talk about some sexy swaps when it comes to our wardrobe. You know, when I lived in New York, closet space was so hard to come by that it really trained me to really edit my closet and my wardrobe so frequently. Now that I live in Miami and I actually have a home and I actually have a beautiful closet that has more than enough space, I've noticed that it's actually easy to get into that trap of just over accumulation, which I'm now like, okay, enough is enough. So here's a rule to live by. If you haven't worn it in a year, it goes. You donate it, you give it to a friend or a family member, or you take it to a place where they're going to take the clothes from you, or you can sell it on a site like Vinted or Poshmark or something like that. But here's one of the things that's really been a bigger needle mover for me is really upgrading maybe less expensive or less quality pieces with more high quality things, especially with my shoes. I don't know why, but I've really been focusing on my shoes, where maybe if I have a cheaper, kind of more fast fashion version of something, instead of just getting a bunch of new shoes going, okay, I'm gonna get that black kitten heel, but I'm actually going to get a designer one that I know is going to be really well made, it's gonna be really comfortable, and I'm gonna keep it for years. So it's about editing with discernment, and that just feels really good, especially at this stage of my life. And here's one other closet upgrade that you can make that's so simple in theory, but it makes a massive, massive difference. If you are holding on to an old version of yourself, whether that be an older size that you once were, or even an old identity, like maybe you used to work in an office, but now you work at home, it's time to really make sure that your wardrobe and what you actually have in your closet reflects the life that you have now. You know, now I'm a mom, but I also run a business, and sometimes I have to go to events. So I do need to have a variety of different pieces to fit in those areas of my life. But when I'm trying on things in my closet now, if it doesn't feel good, if it doesn't fit me well, if it doesn't really make me feel like the highest version of myself, it's gotta go. Because honestly, for me, now I live in Miami. Miami Tracy is not New York Tracy. My life is wildly different. I was single, I was not married, I did not have a child. That was a completely different life than I have now. And now let's talk about our calendar, because I am the kind of person, I'm a Scorpio, so I don't know if that means something if you know astrology really well, maybe it does, but I really like to see my calendar having white space. I know that there are some people that say, you know, if you really want to be successful, you have to schedule every single thing in your schedule. How much time does it take you to drive somewhere? How much time does it take you to put on your makeup? You need to schedule your shower. You need to schedule, and that for me, I'm like, no, 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 thank you. I will pass on that because that does not feel good for me. I like to have space. I like to have spaciousness. And I, again, think that having white space is a real flex. Again, especially in this day and age of so much just coming at us all the time, having space and creating that space is a total flex. So one way to do that is making sure that yes, you are using calendars, but also blocking out time just for yourself. Something that I've been doing that actually really does help is I have a go to bed alarm on my clock. I have an alarm to wake up in the morning, but I now have a 10 p.m. I give myself an hour, okay, after that, but I know the alarm goes off at 10 o'clock and it means it's time to start winding things down. If I'm watching a show, wrap it up. If I'm scrolling online, wrap it up. If you're out having fun with friends at 10 o'clock, I'm not doing that, but maybe you are. It's like, it's just that little reminder like, okay, it's time to start transitioning. I don't guilt myself. And for some reason, just doing that, it works much better than doing the downtime on my phone because I would just ignore it. I kept just being like 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, and then it would be like 2 hours later. It's still something I'm working on, but I am making progress. So big pats on the back there. And another thing that I've been really refocusing on is kind of getting away from the nighttime scrolling. I had this thing where, it's like the only time where no one needs me. I get that alone time. I bet if you're a mom, you're like nodding your head right now, like, yes, I totally get it. But is that really the best use of my time? So allowing myself, sometimes I'll even set a timer, like, okay, you can have 20 minutes of guilt-free, complete enjoyment, whether you're doing online shopping or you're just scrolling or browsing or doing like whatever, that's fine. But then after that, it's like, pick up the book and read. That's what I really love doing is reading. It's like one of my greatest pleasures and joys and something I don't actually get enough time of, but it's like, yeah, because you're on your phone scrolling. So that's just a little idea for you. If you're in the same school as me, we can do this together. And I know I talked about this a little bit last year, but the alcohol thing, I am still drinking way less. It's not that I don't drink at all, but I really save a cocktail for like a special occasion. I'm not drinking a glass of wine at home just because like I'm cooking dinner and it's a Tuesday. But it's like, for instance, tonight, it's my husband's birthday and I'll happily enjoy a cocktail, possibly a glass of wine, guilt-free. But again, it's like just saving a cocktail, not just because I feel like it or because I'm stressed out, but really because I want to enjoy it, but I don't need to. So that's been a huge sexy swap in my opinion. So I hope that this concept of sexy swap is kind of opening your mind and your philosophy a little bit of like, what are some quiet upgrades that you too can make in your life? So definitely let me know. I really think that we have power as a community. You kind of hold yourself a little bit more accountable and we can cheer each other on. So definitely let me know in the comments. I love hearing from you and interacting with you. And if you want to keep hanging with me here on YouTube, check out this video next. I'll see you there.